So this is my huge money-saving travel tip for when you go to Japan. But it really might not be worth it for you depending on how rigorous your itinerary is. I'm talking about getting around the country by highway bus instead of by the bullet train. Now, Japan's bullet train or Shinkansen is highly marketed to tourists, and for good reason. They're cool and convenient, whereas the highway buses are much less popular with international travelers, even though they usually cost less than 1/3 of the cost of a bullet train to get to the same place. But they do have various pros and cons. Let's start with the cons. Most notably, you save money by sacrificing convenience and comfort. For example, when going from Tokyo to Osaka, the bullet train will get you there in about 3 hours and 20 minutes for the cost of just over $100 usually. Not only that, but they leave and arrive from central stations with every English amenity to make sure that you have a smooth transition from city to city. The highway bus, on the other hand, will get you there for only like $18 if you buy the ticket a bit in advance. But you'll be on this bus for about 8 hours, which can be rough and uncomfortable, especially if you have to sleep on the bus. Not only that, but the stations these buses leave and arrive at are sometimes pretty far from the main stations and or somewhat hard to find in my opinion. So just another layer of inconvenience, but they also have some positives that are unrelated to cost in my opinion. One is you can take a lot of big luggage on these buses, which you can't always do on Shinkansen even if you pay more. Another is when you take rests, they take you to these remote bus rest stops in the middle of nowhere that I find to be extremely adventurous and charming. Finally, I personally find them comfortable enough. And saving money like this has allowed me to take a lot of domestic travels to like go visit a friend across Japan for their birthday party last minute. But if you're only in Japan for a couple weeks, every day and every hour counts, so you gotta weigh the pros and cons accordingly. Let me know if you've had experience with these or you found this a helpful tip.